page 1 of The Hobbit, it explains that the Hobbit Hole has a green round door and a shiny yellow brass knob in the exact middle of said door, and that the Hobbit Hole is underground. Page 1 also describes the inside of the Hobbit Hole, but I have decided not to include that in the model. Bilbo's house is a symbol of comfort, familiarity, warmth, and safety. Throughout the book, Bilbo tends to think about his Hobbit Hole when he's unhappy and he's worried. For example, if he were hungry and tired, he would think back to his Hobbit Hole and the memory would comfort him. In the beginning of the book, Bilbo tends to think about his Hobbit Hole with longing and sadness, but near the end of the book, it becomes more of a motivation to get back. In the last chapter of The Hobbit, Bilbo returns to his house to find that his personal belongings were being auctioned off. He had to buy a bunch of his objects back, but on page 327, he said that he did not mind, that he was quite content. The change of the house represents the change within Bilbo. Although his house has changed, Bilbo still feels safe and happy within its borders. This represents the change within Bilbo. He has changed, but he is still happy with who he is. This is Bilbo's Hobbit Hole that I have made. I got all the descriptions from page 1. The green door, the yellow doorknob, it just fell off right when I started recording, so that's fun. And it was underground, so I put moss on top to signify that it is underground. So making this, I watched a YouTube video every now and then to help me out, to give me ideas of what to do. But I really enjoyed making this project because it kept me busy during quarantine. It took me quite a while to finish this, mostly because I made it out of clay, and clay takes a while to dry. So I'd work on one part, wait a couple days for it to dry, and then I'd come back to it, and it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed making this so much. I want to do it more often now. Through this project, I've learned that Bilbo has had the motivation the entire journey to get back home. In the other books in this class, all characters have had a motivation. Jed, his motivation was to defeat the shadows so that he can fulfill his destiny. Nasun wanted to find her daughter so she can save her life. The Sandman had the most similar motivation as Bilbo. He wanted to collect all his objects so he can go back to his kingdom to rebuild it. Motivation is a driving force of life. Without motivation, nobody would be able to succeed or move up in life, as some of us have probably found out during quarantine that motivation drives you to do everything. Bilbo's motivation behind the journey is not the most heroic, but Bilbo never cared about being heroic. He only cared about getting back to the comfort of his home. Thank you for watching this video on my interpretation of Bilbo's house. I know this is quite different from doing the presentation, but it was fun, and I hope you enjoy, and hope you all are staying safe and healthy.